How's it going, everybody? Rye here today, and we are back with your Toronto Maple Leafs here with the Fantasy Draft franchise mode. And after season number 1, where we didn't quite tank the way we wanted to, and had we kept the pick that we traded away to get our own pick back, we would have gotten Bedard. But that doesn't matter because we already got Bedard. We got him anyway. We traded up in the draft. It did cost us Vince Dunn. However, I am trying a brand new approach here on the blue line. Erik Brannstrom, the low top 4, 80 overall. He just turned 24. He's still got, I mean, the underlying stuff is phenomenal, right? 87 passing, 87 puck control, 86 offensive awareness, defensive awareness at 84. I'd like to see that a little higher, but really what's dragging him down is he's got only 80 body checking, 80 aggressiveness, only 83 strength. So things like that really weigh him down. And we did the same thing, and we picked up Ty Smith. So, you know, it's the summer, right? It's the Summer Savior Series. So we might as well just give it a little bit of an experimentation, see how we do. But I'm not going to experiment here. We're going to put our top 3 guys on the same line. I want them to just go off. I want Bedard to get as many points as possible and really, really hit that medium franchise potential. I've seen a lot of saves where Bedard doesn't quite become a dominant franchise player. So he always gets like a high overall, but I see him cap out maybe 90 points as a career high, which is not bad. Don't get me wrong. I just think he should maybe touch 100 if he's playing, especially with McDavid. Nugent Hopkins up there as well. They're getting the +5. Then we got Kyrou, Newhook, and Mercer. Yamamoto, Sprong, and Steele, Jost, McLeod, and Dubé. Between the pipes, we got Vejmelka and Hill. So we're really going for maybe some upside here with some guys that have good underlying attributes, but maybe not the best overall we've ever seen. But this season, I am hoping we're going to make the playoffs. Last season, I was kind of shooting for the playoffs. We got rid of some of the deadwood. We're trying something new here. Hopefully, it pays off. I think I'm going to go ahead and simulate up to probably the end of November like I normally do. Maybe the first month, come back in, show you guys what's going on in the first month. But I think I'll maybe make some adjustments. But for the most part, I think, you know, this back-to-back against Winnipeg here, it's probably a good time to come back. Wow, we got a lot of back-to-backs. Pittsburgh, Nashville. I say back-to-back. We play them like very close together. You know, our 2 Winnipeg games and our 2 Nashville games happen to be right next to each other here in November. So anyway, we're going to have some fun with this one, guys. Let's jump straight into it. So guys, jumping back in here at the end of November, basically December 1st, I was going to say things are going well. I felt super good about, you know, the strategy and the new system and the new way we looked at players and defensemen. And then we just lost our last 5 games. We're 3-6-1. Before that, though, we were high flying to start the season. We had a really, really, really good start. We beat the Bruins, who are, you know, in second place in the division. We're still in with a shot. I mean, we have got 4 games in hand on the Senators to pick up 3 points. We got 3 games in hand to pick up 4 on the Panthers. Same thing for the Bruins. We need to pick up 4 on them. So like, we have games in hand and we haven't played too many. We're 10-9-1 though. If we would have won 1 or 2, I would have felt a lot better, but that 5-game losing streak just sucks. It's good to see McDavid, though, doing McDavid-type things. 23 points in 20 games. Bedard with 16 in 20. And him being our second highest point getter. Oh, my goodness. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins just isn't doing it on the top line. And it looks like Sam Steele, who we brought in, one of those guys that we thought could be like a good 2-way forward, maybe a playmaker. You know, he's got really good stick checking. One of those guys maybe isn't going to do it. Same thing with Michael McLeod here. I mean, would have liked to see a little bit better. Taking a look at the defensemen. I mean, Brandstrom's got 8 points. He is only a -1 and a -2 there. Gavrikov and Shillington are the only positive pairing. And then Ty Smith, yikes, is a -7. So something's got to give here. We got to shake up the lines just a little bit. I think what I want to do then is flip-flop Nugent Hopkins and Kyrou. I know we lose the +5 up here, but Nugent Hopkins can then play alongside Mercer and Newhook. And then Kyrou who's good enough. I mean, he's medium elite. He should probably be playing there anyway. Yeah, he's young enough. Nugent Hopkins is 30 already. Listed as a first-line forward, but just isn't doing it there. And then I'm going to take a look at the defense here. I wonder if I want to flip-flop. Oh, I can't do that. I can flip-flop Shillington. So I can move Shillington up. He's an offensive defenseman, but he's got really good defensive category, too. He's a really well-rounded defenseman, playing there with Dante Fabro. I don't see any reason to break up the Romanov and Brannstrom pairings. I think they're fine. Taking a look at our goalies, Vejmelka is actually having a pretty solid season. Same thing with Aiden Hill. So I can't really pin it on either of one of them. We're going to move Kyrou up because he's, you know, performing. And we're going to move Ty Smith down for Shillington. So breaking up the pairing that worked just simply because we need to get the rest of the team going. I think I'm going to double check the power play and everything, but I'll catch up with you guys at January 1st when we look at contract extensions. Some interesting names there. Wow. I'm back. Hi. December was rough. We won twice? We won 2 games in December. An entire month we went 2 wins. We went, what, 2-11-1? Jeez, that's even McDavid now is under a point per, you know what? I think I might look at a different coach. Clayton Lau. Yeah, buddy. We just hired him this season. He's 12-20-2. He does fit the scheme quite well, but I think Stu Goligoski, oh man, he's got B offense, C defense. Are there any head coaches out there that I can Dingle? Are we gonna go with Bradley Dingle? Maybe. We may be forced to. A plus offense, A defense. Okay, how does that compare to the guy we have right now? Lau. Is A minus, A minus. Yeah, you know what? Goodbye. Fire him. I'm not gonna wait around here, guys. I want to hire a coach. Oh my god, I gotta make somebody an interim. So we're gonna promote him to interim NHL head coach. And then I will just. Nope, I don't want Clayton Lau back. Absolutely no chance I want him back. Bradley Dingle is going to be the new head coach of the Toronto Maple Leafs. There is, well, I can't. I'm shocked that we're 12-20-2. I don't think we're that bad of a team, right? We were a conservative buyer was our listed preseason strategy. We're still listed as a conservative buyer, so the team I think has the talent to at least be in a wild card conversation, not like bottoming out. Bedard's already up to an 83. I mean, come on. You can't get much better than that. I'm pretty sure he was an 80 to start the season. He's already up to an 83. He is flourishing here. I mean, I could flip-flop this and we'd get a +3. I mean, I guess for the next couple games, I'll do that until we get the new coach signed. We'll get the new coach signed. You guys will stay here for that. And then I'll take a look at contract extensions. Against Philadelphia, we win 3-0. I was going to say no. Okay, we're good. We brought in Dingle. We're good to go there. The one time I don't want to tank, we actually start tanks. That's crazy. All right, taking a look at the contracts, though. We'll set up the lines in 1 second. Expiring contracts are guys like Fabro, Shillington, Yamamoto, really not a solution to the problem. I don't think I want to. I think I actually do want to give Shillington a contract extension. Absolutely, he does not want one. Fabro does want one, and he's also been pretty good. Our defenders are pretty solid. I wonder. You know what? I don't think anybody gets a contract extension right now. Let's take a look at the lines, and I'm going to hit head coach preferred lines and see what they do. Okay, Bedard, McDavid, Kyrou. They've got Yamamoto, Nugent Hopkins, Sprong, Mercer. No. Although moving, I don't really want to. And then they put Bach in. Okay, sorry. They scratch Newhook and McLeod. No, I'm sorry. Bach, you're out. Newhook, you're in. Newhook fits the second line fantastically. Flip-flop him with Yamamoto. And then we'll make, Sprong, steal Yamamoto. That line's clearly not working. I'll move Newhook down. He's a third line scoring forward. I think that's probably where he'll fit best with Yamamoto and Sam. Although Sam Steele's listed as a depth forward, that's kind of crazy. We'll do this maybe. Sam Steele down with Jost. Jost can play left wing. Heponiemi can play right wing. He hasn't played yet this season because we've been playing McLeod over him, but I don't think McLeod. Yeah, he's only a -2 on that fourth line, but I think for now we'll stick with this. Nugent Hopkins up here would get us a +5, and if we move Kyrou there, we need somebody to play center here, and that's where Newhook came in. Oh, I do like the idea of the +5 here with these guys up top, just maximizing them, because that's when we seem to be doing our best at the beginning of the season. These last couple months have been brutally bad, so I don't want to move Mercer down. I'm fine with Sprong playing there. I think Sam Steele definitely gets bumped down. Can anybody take faceoffs here? Not really. Jost? I know Tyson Jost can. He's got 75 faceoffs. I think I'll do that. Jost with Sprong and Yamamoto, Kyrou with Newhook and Mercer, and then the Bedard, McDavid, Nugent Hopkins line. Defensively, they've got Romanov and Fabro, Gavrikov and Brandstrom, and then Shillington and Smith. I think I'll do... Ooh, you know what? Brandstrom, I did bring him in to be the top line guy, but it's just clearly not working. Him and Smith can play together on maybe a really low-rated, high dynamicism whatever. I think the power play is fine, although I don't think I want Mercer being... I think I'd like to have a defenseman. I'll flip-flop him with Sprong, and then instead of Sprong, I will bring in Brandstrom, because I think Brandstrom can quarterback the power play. That's fine. Penalty kill, we actually have a really good setup, but yeah, no, so absolutely needed to change coaches. Do these guys fit the top line? McDavid fits the top line really, really well. It looks like the top line is only going to get chemistry due to X factors, but I'm fine with that. So we're going to roll with this again. Hopefully the next month we'll get up to the close to the trade deadline and then figure it out. But yeah, we got a lot of work to do to make a wild card spot. We need what, 42 points? We're 14 points back. We're going to need to get hot and quickly. Here we are, guys, at the deadline, and boy, did we get hot. We actually caught fire like we needed to. We went on a massive point streak. So we lost the first game of Dingle's the Dingle era. And then we just went on a 4-game winning streak. We got 2 points in a shootout there, winning that one in a shootout. Wow, we went to 4 straight shootouts. But the key is we got points in every game but the first and final Wednesday of January. Much, much better. Then we started off February a little rough with losses, no goals scored for the first 2.5 weeks, till we beat Tampa Bay, losing to the Capitals, but beating Florida, beating the Avs, beating Arizona. And I mean, we just kind of got hot here, and we're on a really nice winning streak. What is that? 2, 4, 6, 8, 2, 4, 6, yeah, 8-game winning streak. You know, and some solid wins too. Philadelphia is a team I think we're fighting with. Yeah, they're at 74. We're 10 points back of them, but in the standings, we're not out of it just yet. We need 68 points, and we're even with the Blue Jackets. So even in games played with the Blue Jackets, 68 points for them, 64 points for us. We are 4 points out of a wild card spot. We've got 3 games in hand on the Panthers, and if we win those 3 games in hand, we could actually claim a divisional spot too. We'd have to leapfrog the Bruins, which we could if we won our games in hand, and the Sabres, who do also have games in hand on the Panthers. You know, we're not out of it just yet, and McDavid is back to over a point per game, so he has gotten hot. Let's take a look at the stats and how people are doing. Kairu's doing well. Bedard's really cooled off. Nugent Hopkins doing all right, and the plus minuses are looking a little bit better. Mercer and Alex Newhook, +8 now. He was what, like I think a -9, something like that. He's really turned around. +17 for Oliver Shillington. Wow, that is a massive turnaround. Sam Steele really just not looking good there. Dubé, McLeod, Heponiemi. I mean, neither of these guys are great. I guess McLeod's the lesser of the 2 evils. He's got the high top 9 versus the low top 6, but I mean, the power forward versus the playmaker, really take your pick. I think I would rather have McLeod just because of his defensive ability. But speaking of defensive ability, Eric Brandstrom and Ty Smith have really rebounded on that bottom pairing. A +2 for Brandstrom, which is really, really good. It was like, I think a -4 or something like that before we went this 2 months. Shillington continues to impress me. Fabro, and then especially Romanov. I mean, if there is a top-end defenseman out there, I'm going to go after him. I think the experiment didn't really work. Looking at guys for their underlying attributes instead of their overall. There's a reason their overalls are high, obviously. But, you know, I was just kind of hoping that maybe if we got guys that were good with passing the puck and serviceable defensemen, we could, you know, find a cheap way. I mean, and honestly, our goals for per game at 2.93 and goals against at 2.85, we are positive, right? Like the Sabres aren't a positive goal difference, and the Bruins are barely a positive goal difference. But compared to the teams right near us, I'd say we just kind of gotten unlucky with results. Let's take a look at teams around us. Yeah, like the Red Wings are way negative in the goal difference. Pittsburgh pretty good. They're kind of in the same boat as us. The Hurricanes are above us, but a negative goals per game differential. Like I said, the Sabres, the Bruins aren't that great. The Blue Jackets are right about average. You know, take your pick there. I mean, really, I think it's one of those, we're kind of, we're where we should be, but I think we were a little unlucky not to already be in a wild card spot. But I definitely think it's one of those, I want to go out and get some top defensemen, and there's gonna be somebody available. I just know it. So let's go ahead, take a look at the contracts. I was gonna say let's jump into the deadline, but I do want to take a look at the contracts and like expiring contracts that I don't want to bring back. Fabro, man, you're -10. What do you want? Shillington, I want to bring him back. He wants, can I give him $5.5 million? Maybe I'll wait and see. Yamamoto's okay. He really hasn't taken off. Fabro, what do you want? You want it's pretty cheap for what Fabro wants, which isn't the greatest news. But I think, again, nobody's going to get a contract extension in season. Nobody's like desperately needs to be moved. I could move Fabro if I wanted an upgrade there, but really what I think I would do is probably move like a Ty Smith, because Brandstrom out of the two of them is definitely the guy that's looked to me like the one that can stay. He's the one of two defensemen that's a positive plus minus. So we'll advance the day here. I'm going to be a conservative buyer. I don't want to trade the farm, but I also want to see, I mean, Sorokin would be nice. Sorokin would help out the goaltending, but the goaltending is really not our issue. It would take Zellweger, Fabro, and Hill. It's not actually the worst trade in the world for a 90 overall goaltender, but that's the one thing I did forget to check is our goaltending stats. Based on the numbers for the team, yeah, it's really not the goaltenders. Vejmelka's having that's actually a really, really solid season, all things considered. Save percentage is a little low, but goals against average is exactly what I want it to be. So goalies are not really what I need to be worried about. Darnell Nurse, 7 years at 9.25. Wallman and Holden, okay. So trade's already going. I would like a defenseman. And of course, there's no defenseman on the block other than Darnell Nurse, and I don't want to take on that contract. I don't think he's the upgrade that we need on the blue line. There's Dmitry Orlov, who's signed for 3 years at 5.73. That's not the worst contract. It would take Vejmelka, Sprong in 2/3, Mercer in 1/3, Yamamoto in 2/3, or 2/3 and Dylan Dubé. I think I like Sprong. I mean, Dubé, Sprong's contract is a lot higher, and this would be a swap, and we can get McLeod in too, right? He's been all right. He's been quite disappointing. I got to be honest. I mean, he's only playing 12 minutes. He's playing third line ice time. 27 points in that, but a -12. He's really, really hurting the team. He is shooting 10% on 107 shots, only 12 minutes a night, right? So 17 minutes a night. He's a shooter, right? He's a shooter. He's a goal scorer. But he's just really bad defensively. And I wonder if the physical category is part of that. Maybe the defensive category only being 3.5 stars too. But Dmitry Orlov's an 85, 2-way defender. He's probably going to be the best defensive defenseman that we have. He's really well-rounded all around. He fits Clayton Lowe's third pairing, but we have Dingle now, so 5.7. I wonder, can I get them to retain some of that salary? If I'm given 2/3, I kind of want them to retain some of that salary. Let's see. The Buffalo Sabres traded Ryan Strome and a second to the Panthers for Nurse, so the Sabres go in for Nurse. We'd be under the league maximum salary cap. Okay, how about you guys just retain 2.5? There we go. Retain 2.5 of that. Trade rejected. Not so keen to keep that amount of salary. I'm just kind of hoping that they can keep some of it. I'll take that. Okay, rejected. This is the offer that they sent us, so I think we should be okay if I do get none. What if I add in, like, so we have 2/3 on the block, a third this year and a third next year. What if I threw in like a next year's 5th? Would you guys retain 1.5? Rejected. Okay, I'm just gonna try and sweeten it a bit. 1.2. Trade rejected. I don't think they're going to be willing to keep any of the salary, but I'm going to try it. Trade rejected. Can you guys keep $500,000? Just actually give them to me for $5 million a year. Trade rejected still. All right, $500,000. Oh, we got an incoming offer. They want to give us Murphy. Okay, maybe Chicago being stingy. Murphy, how do you look? Connor Murphy. Nope. Next. All right. We're going back to the well there. Did anybody else pop up, I wonder? All right, so we have, nope, 2-way forwards, power forward, hybrid, 2-way defender. There we go, Orlov. Or we can go after Klingberg for 1 year. Klingberg for a year, maybe? He's probably cheaper. He's only one. Oh my God, what? Fabro, Dubé, Mercer, Ty Smith, Dubé, and Phillips. Let's take a look, I guess, at this one. Phillips, medium top 6 at 25. He's a really, really good playmaker. He's killing it actually down there in the AHL. 32 points plus 23. I mean, maybe this is somebody that we hit on in the AHL. Who is he? He's drafted by Calgary in the 6th round of 20. I mean, he's 25. Could he be decent depth? He's got terrible defense. Dubé's fine. And then obviously, like I said, Ty Smith. But Klingberg, a year of him. Offensive defenseman. How is he playing? He's a -17. I kind of like the idea of Orlov because I'd like if I'm giving up 2/3, I mean, it's 2/3. Anybody else here? Gustavs Forsling, offensive defenseman, maybe. I mean, Teuvo Teravainen's like stupid cheap. Why? Why is Teravainen so cheap? A third, and Wroclaw. Hey, I think the Sabres just took him in real life. A third next year for Teravainen. I don't need Teravainen. What I need is a defenseman, and what I think I'm going to do is the Orlov trade, unless they just snaked him. Forsling, Zub, and a fourth to the Yotes for 2 seconds. Okay, I want to make the Dmitry Orlov trade happen. Vejmelka, Mercer, Sam Steele, a third and a fourth. I think that one's a no-brainer to me. We get Dawson Mercer in, a third and a fourth, whatever. Done. Sweet proposal. All right. It was a little bit different than what I'm used to, or than what they asked for before, because I wonder if it's because the clock is ticking. I mean, then I could maybe go after one of these guys to I mean, wow. Why does Teravainen have so little value? So, same thing with Blake Wheeler. Blake Wheeler is exact top 6, 37-year-old power forward. Takes Sprong, Hill, and Petrie. I mean, 1-for-1 Sprong for him. Blake Wheeler, second line forward. How is he doing? He hasn't played a game for them. He played last year. He had 15 points in 20 games for them. I guess, why is he not playing? I think he's fantastic. And I only have to give up Sprong, whose contract I think is going to look pretty bad pretty quickly. 5.8 for a couple seasons. I mean, maybe I could give him more ice time, but I think I'd rather have 1 year of Blake Wheeler than the 3 years of Sprong. Trade accepted. And I don't need them to retain any salary. Okay, this is looking like a pretty solid deadline. Do we have any other? Can we get any? Jake Muzzin? He's a defensive defenseman, 5.6 for a year. Tyson Jost, Heponiemi, McLeod in a 7th, a 5th and a 6th, or Jost and Doc. That's in next year's 5th and 6th. I guess if I did this, we'd then be no. I think if I do this, yeah, I think I have too many defensemen as is. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, maybe Ty Smith. I mean, maybe we just move on from him. Throw him in this deal. Ty Smith for Muzzin. I mean, we'd still have too many defensemen, but as a defensive defenseman, he's playing really, really well. He doesn't fit our scheme at all, though. That would be concerning. I think I signed Ty Smith for what, 3 years? I think I saw that 3 years for Ty Smith. Let's take a quick look here. Defenseman, and Ty Smith is signed for 3 years at 1.6. Brandstrom signed for another year at 1.75. So we'll give Ty Smith another chance, right? But I think for now, what's our pick situation looking like? Draft picks. We have a first, a third, a 6th, and 2 7ths. Yikes! And I gave up next year's 1st and 2nd to probably get Bedard, I think. So that's not great. But the good news is, if we miss the playoffs this year, we have a chance at the lottery. Oh boy. Can I have a second, actually? Anaheim, what would it take to get your of course I can't hit find trade here. I got to do the trade finder. Oh yeah. All right, Anaheim wants to give up their second. Anaheim, what would it take to get your second off you? And it would take Shillington or a third, and Hill. I mean, it's upgrading. Hildeby is just a fine depth guy, I guess. I mean, this kind of makes sense to move up around. I mean, we'd no longer have a third, but we'd have a second. I guess that kind of defeats the purpose, though, right? You know what? I don't think it's worth it. I think those are probably the trades I'm going to make. Let's take a look for like some prospect-y type players down here. I hate how they're all the way at the bottom. Edouard Sale. All right, the Vancouver Canucks to make a trade that nobody cares about. Okay, cool. Wow, there's no more prospects left on the board, are there? Yeah, no, it's just Edouard Sale. And Nathan Goucher. But I think I'd rather have Sale. He's got an X factor, right? It would take a third, Ty Smith and Doc. Ooh, that's like a worthwhile trade. Sale is 72, medium top 6 at 18, a really good playmaker with third eye. I mean, Ty Smith, we said we're already going to cut bait with him. And then Colton Doc, 21, a medium top 9. He's listed as a 4th line forward right now. He doesn't look like he's got the makeup for it. He was a 2021. Yeah, I think I'm going to make this trade. Ty Smith, we'll get something out of him. We'll give up our third just to get Sale, and there we go. Trade accepted, done deal. So we are going to get Edouard Sale, and that's the last trade we're going to make at the deadline. So let's go ahead, take a look at what these lines. Jeremy Lauzon was placed on waivers. 3 years left at $2 million. Yeah, I'm going to pass on that one. Thank you. Edit the lines. All right, Coach, what do you say? Dingle's lines are as follows. Bedard's an 87. Bedard's already up to an 87. Why is Edouard Sale up here? Why are you dressing him on the second line? Excuse me? Yeah, McLeod, you're not going to stay there, but you can go there for now. And there we go. Mercer, Kyrou, Wheeler gets us a +2. Mercer can actually play center, but he's not as good at faceoffs, so that's weird. I don't know how to feel about that. Yamamoto, McLeod, Dubé, and then actually, no, I'm gonna move Newhook up. Newhook's been pretty good this season. Yeah, and then we got, yeah, okay, this is starting to look a little bit better. Power play, Dmitry Orlov is now quarterbacking the power play. What about power play 2? It's Brandstrom. Can I flip-flop you actually with Orlov? Heponiemi should not be on this power play at all. Why is he on the power play? We got Nugent Hopkins, Bedard, Kyrou, and then Blake Wheeler, Newhook, Mercer, and then Heponiemi for Dubé? Yamamoto, absolutely put Yamamoto on that. There we go. All right, so power play line 1 is as follows. Even strength. Let's take a look at the defense. Completely skipped over it. Yeah, I kind of like this idea of Orlov with Fabro, Romanov with Brandstrom still, and then Shillington over Brandstrom gets us a +2. Yeah, Brandstrom down there with Gavrikov. Brandstrom apparently is a pretty solid defenseman for us, but not the #1 defenseman I thought he was going to be, and that's kind of on my fault. But scratch, we've got Sal and Bach. I kind of want Sal playing, so I'm going to send him down, set those lines up, but you guys saw the lines. We are all set to go for this playoff push. So I'm going to bring you guys back in for the playoff push. We are in a wild card spot. Dug ourselves out of that 12, 20, and 2 hole. We are now 38, 28, and 7. So wait, does that mean we've gone 18, 8, and 5? Wow, that's since we fired our coach? That's crazy. All aboard the Bradley Dingle era here in Toronto. Yeah, his record is 25, 8, and 5 with us. What? 72% winning percentage. I mean, he's also got the benefit of Bedard growing like a fiend from 80 to 87 in one season. But here we are, a game in hand on the Sabres and the Bruins. And we could potentially, I mean, we're looking okay. We're controlling, I mean, nobody's tied with us right now. We have a game in hand, so let's get that done. If 8 games left, can we beat the Yotes? We lose in overtime, but we do get a point, so we move above the Bruins. A win, I think, we wouldn't quite pass the Sabres, but we are in the wild card 1 spot. Oh my God, we got games against Florida, who are right behind us, and the Bruins. Oh my goodness. We're now out of the playoffs because the Bruins won and the Penguins won, but we got 2 games in hand on both of them. These 2 games on home ice against Florida and Boston are massive for the playoffs. Against Florida, we lose 2-1, and they now pass us. That's okay. We still have 2 games in hand on both of them, and we have this game directly against the Bruins right now. Can we win it? No. Oh, my God, we can't. We choke the chance to... We got 2 games in hand. We need to win them both. Come on now. All right, against... we need to win these games. We absolutely need to win. This is crazy. Anybody here that important of a wild card? The Blue Jackets, Hurricanes... and the Penguins, no, we missed our chance. We missed our window. Let's go. Let's simulate these 2 games here. We win. Yes, we won both of them. We're now 2 points back of the Bruins with 2 games in hand. Holy smokes. And we're 3 points back with 2 games in hand on the Panthers. All right. Can we beat the Devils? We do. A 5-1 win against the Devils. And the New York Rangers are 26, 43, and 12. Oh my word. Okay, so, oh, wow. The Penguins now, we have 2 games in hand on them, and we are 1 point behind. We need to, oh my. Wait, time out. We play 3 straight games? Saturday, Sunday, Monday. What is this scheduling to finish the season? This isn't the AHL, but we beat the New York Rangers. Oh my goodness. We are in a wild card spot right now with a game in hand on the teams around us. Can we win this game against the Devils? We lose in a shootout, but we pick up a point and clinch the playoffs. Oh my goodness. We somehow sneak into the playoffs. We were 12, 20, and 2 at one point. We are now 42, 30, and 9. And we got this game against the Capitals, which we lose, but it doesn't matter because we are wild card #1, which means we are going to take on the Philadelphia Flyers in the first round of the playoffs. Here we go. All right. let's take a look at the stats and how the season turned out. I have no idea how we just turned it around like that. Kyrou, 69 points, a +9. See, Bedard is an 87, getting the +5, but only 60 points and 82. That's still a really good rookie season for sure. I think he's going to grow nicely, and it's going to be fantastic. Nugent Hopkins, Mercer and Newhook, these guys were just two-way beasts. I'll take 50 points and in the solid plus range. Absolutely. Kyler Yamamoto did all right. Is it worth a contract extension? I don't know. You guys will have to let me know. But Jost, Dubé, Wheeler, plus 12 goals in 22 games and a +3 for us. Remember, he hasn't played since last year's playoff push for the Rangers. McLeod was a -6. Heponiemi was a -6 as well. So those guys, they're all right. Dmitry Orlov, how did you do in Toronto? +4. 14 points in 22 games. Absolutely took off for us after getting out of Chicago. Fantastic to see that. Shillington, +25. Romanov was a -17, but Brandstrom was a +5 with 21 points. So I'll take that. He played 20 minutes a night. So really, Fabro was a bit disappointing. Romanov was a bit disappointing. These guys, I'm hoping they grow. I mean, they're both 83, medium top 4 at 24, 25, but... and then goaltending, I can't complain about Vejmelka. Vejmelka, 914, 260. I think the team is going to look pretty good pretty darn soon. But McDavid, only 81 points in 82 games. I think getting better players around him will help. He's got 2 more years after this one on that $12.5 million deal, so look out. But Nathan McKinnon is a member of the Capitals, puts up 102 points. Pasternak, Matthews, Draisaitl. Wow, it's so weird to look at these guys with the... Wait, a Kachuk? Oh, no. Draisaitl and Gaudreau are on the same team. Okay, I was going to say. Who won the Rocket Richard? It is Pasternak. McDavid wasn't that close. He only had 40-ish goals. I think he should be right there. Yeah, there he is. Defenseman, though, Adam Fox in the Philadelphia Flyers. Okay, so that's something we got to keep an eye on. We'll take a look at their lines here in a second. Goaltenders. It's probably going to be Markstrom, I'm guessing, considering he played so many games. No, it's going to be Igor Shesterkin, 920 and 244 with a 500 record. Oh my God, Seattle, just give him some support, guys. I want to see if Bedard is going to win the win the Calder. Okay, hold on. Let's take a look at the entire NHL again, entire league. Rookie skaters, Bedard, far and away the best rookie of the season. Vyacheslav Kozhevnikov? No, Kozhnevkov? Whatever. He was runner-up with Leo Carlson as well. So there we go. But let's take a look at the Philadelphia Flyers and what kind of challenge they will present. Remember, just a reminder, in the playoffs, I get the opportunity to jump in once per series. I get to jump in. Unless it's the Stanley Cup and it's Game 7 and I've already used it, I get to jump in again because it's the Stanley Cup Game 7. But the Philadelphia Flyers are pretty solid. I would say they're not like too flashy. I mean, obviously we've got Bedard, McDavid, Kyrou, Nugent Hopkins. I think we have the better top end talent. I think they're very similar though, as far as like depth and quality. So still a good forward core. Their defensive core is, I mean, guys, I'm going to say that about every team we play. But Adam Fox, Byram, Slavin, and then even Brant Clark is on the way for them. Brett Kulak and Sean Walker. That's a perfectly fine third pairing. And then in goal, they got Tristan Jarry and Peter Mrazek. So solid there. Milan Lucic and David. They scratched David. They have David Jirasek too. What the heck? They're just building from the blue line. That's ridiculous. I guess this is 2 different like strategies, but here we go. Well, I don't know why I'm going to the calendar. We're going to slow sim it, obviously. All right. Game 1 is on the road. I'm ready to get it underway. Let's see how we do. First period, nobody scored. They did have the majority of the shots, though. Second period, both teams scored, Garland and Yamamoto. And then in the third period, we pull away with Romanov scoring the game-winning goal and Connor McDavid getting the empty netter. So that's pretty darn good. It's a solid defensive victory. That's one of the things about the team that I was kind of surprised about is how good we are, like, two-way. Considering our defensemen aren't that great, maybe I am onto something. Maybe I am. I don't know. I had to go out and get Orlov, and I shipped off my head coach, so maybe I'm not onto something. Who knows? I'm onto a 1-0 lead here in game 2, though. Let's see if we can continue on the road. First period, 1-1. McDavid gets it started, and Barbashev equalizes. 2-2. Kyle Connor takes the lead by Tristan Jost, ties the game. And then in the third period, Connor McDavid scores on the power play. And your Toronto Maple Leafs have taken a 2-1 or 2-0 lead in the series. 3-1, 3-2 games. That is what we want to see. Let's go. All right. Now on home ice, can we keep it rolling? McDavid is a goal-scoring phenom. First period. Oh, speaking of goal-scoring phenoms, that is the Philadelphia Flyers in Game 3. Kyle Connor, Adam Gaudette, and Ivan Barbashev. Second period. Yeah, this one's over. 5-0. Brown, Duchesne. 5-0. She finishes. Philadelphia finally breaks through our staunchy defense and keeps us off the board. We aren't able to get our classic 3 goals. It's okay. We're still up 2-1. Win this game on the road, and we should still have a chance to close it out on home ice. Should we need to. So we just need to win this one. That's all that matters. Go up 3-1. I will take that. First period, up 3-0. Bedard gets his first career playoff goal. McLeod and Mercer might also get their first career playoff goals. I'm not sure. Second period, Yamamoto gives us a 4-0 lead. And in the third period, it's eventful. Duchesne tries to get the comeback started, but Kyrou, Jost, Wheeler, and Mercer again are having none of that before Alchari scores on Vejmelka shorthanded. 8-2. Wow, we bottled all that offense up. And there we go. We are up now 3-1 in the series, heading back to Philadelphia where we've had plenty of success. So let's get it underway here on the road. Can we close out the series? First period. We're up 2-1. It's a good start. Heponiemi and Connor Bedard. Oh boy. Let's see it. When Connor McDavid's not scoring, Connor Bedard seems to. Second period, it's 3-2. Gaudette and Achari. You know what? I'm going to jump in. I'm going to try and close out the series, so I will see you guys in game. Here we go. Connor McDavid at center ice against Duchesne. Down by 1. Hopefully we can get started soon. Oh my God, I can't wait to play with Bedard. Bedard in quickly. Oh my goodness, those hands, dude. Oh man, that felt good. That was crispy. Oh man, that was easy. Connor Bedard levels the game here early in the third. Connor McDavid's tape to tape. Oh, I forgot about all the X factors we have too. Look at this. Just, oh, and then that backhand. That backhand shot was so like nice. It just went in. That was beautiful. Let's keep it rolling. And they put that one in on the rebound, the scramble in front of the net. And we are unable to, they're just pouring it on. I could not, the defense just could not get the puck, guys. That was not good. That was poor defense. I could just never get a hold of it to get it out. And we now have a mountain to climb again. Well, I guess it's a mountain. It's a 1-goal lead. That's all I know. And a 2-on-1. He takes the shot. And Vejmelka just gets beat under the arm. And that's going to pretty much seal this game unless we have something ridiculous up our sleeve. But, I mean, the first line's pretty exhausted. So we're going to have to do it here with the second line. Not necessarily known for its speed, and we lose the face-off, which is gonna hurt. Oh my goodness, and now he's gonna, I hate when they just circle back with it like that. Come on, skate. We got 26 seconds. Can we get to the outside, around the out? Oh, Wheeler's there. Kyrou can't get the rebound. Kyrou shoots, and it's saved. All right, we are gonna pull the goalie though. I'm calling my timeout to get our top line out there. I don't think there's enough time, but you know, I might as well give it a shot. There's 19 seconds left. So we'll see what we can do. The net is empty. Hopefully, just maybe we can get something to go in here quickly. I gotta try and tie him up. We do get the tie up, but they are gonna win it. Kyle Connor is gonna, oh my God, he tried to go between the legs. That is unnecessary. Fabro gets beat. They missed the net, but that was deep enough where it's not gonna be an icing. Bedard now finds Nugent Hopkins to Wheeler. Wheeler, I was trying to get that to McDavid. Oh my God, I'm trying to get to McDavid so bad, and we lose the game. My opportunity to come back, I choke it. I mean, there was one offensive series, guys, for the Flyers where they just dominated in the zone. I could not get it off of them. We were scrambling, we were running around, and they bring this one back to 3-2. We get a chance here on home ice though in the sim. Remember, I'm no longer allowed to jump in. Here we go. And 2 goals from Brett Kulak. Are you kidding? 1 second on the clock in this period. Oh, no. 3-0 there, Kyle Connor. And then we try to come back as best as we can. We can't. And it's going to a game 7 in Philadelphia where it's all on the line. I mean, same thing for Ottawa and in Columbus, but oh my goodness, this is our last chance here. We got to get out of the, no, do not lose this game, please. First period, down 2-1. Bedard on the power play, but Slavin and Fox finally shows up. Second period, 5-1. Oh my God. Third period, 6-2, and we blew. We were up 3-1, and we lost 3 straight, and I had a chance. I jumped in and played. I had a chance, and we lost in the first round. No! I don't even know what to say. I was just, I mean, listen, the team was not in a point where I think we were going to go all the way, but to be up 3-1 and have our guys play the way they were, and the defense was clicking, and I got a chance to jump in. We were done by 1. I tied it. I'm just a little bit disappointed right now, but hey, next season I'll know. We need defenders. We've got Dmitry Orlov signed for another year, right? Bedard's already up to an 87. He's going to continue to grow. McDavid going to be a 99, I bet. And then Nugent Hopkins looking really good. Kyrou continuing to grow as well. Mercer will grow. Blake Wheeler, I really did like him, but he was a -4 in the playoffs, so he can probably go. He's already 37 as well. So Newhook, I don't think he's ever going to be anything, but defensively, we've kind of figured it out, right? We probably need one guy, right, to go here. But, you know, as far as unsigned players, Brandstrom signed, Gavrikov signed, Shillington's not signed, Romanov is, Fabro's not, and Orlov is. So maybe Fabro's the guy I move on from. Like, listen, he was really good, or he looks really good, but he was not really good, right? He was just meh, and he was not great in the playoffs either. I probably need a top pairing right-handed defenseman. I'm fine with the goaltending, but so we did find a good player in Eric Brandstrom. Ty Smith, not sure how he's doing wherever we sent him. I think we sent him, oh God, now I can't even remember now because Dmitry Orlov did not come from, I have no idea. I think Chicago. He was in Chicago. Hold on. I do remember, actually. He went to Chicago. Chicago. And did you guys play Ty Smith at all? Nope. I got to look at defensemen. Ty. Did you? Where did I send Ty Smith? Oh, I sent him for Blake Wheeler. To the Rangers? Was it the Rangers? I sent him to the... No, I sent him for Sale. I sent him for Eduard Sale. Where the hell did I get Sale from? Is he in Washington now? Defenseman, Ty Smith? Yeah, there he is. They probably didn't play him. They got a ton of defensemen. I don't blame him. He was nothing special. 15.5 minutes, -4. He wasn't that bad, but I got Sale out of him, so I'm not too upset. But we lost in the first round, blew a 3-1 lead. All the memes, here they are. We'll be back, though, and we will win the cup. I feel it. Like, the way the team played, I feel we got the right coach. We got the right setup. We just need the right players. Orlov was great for us. I liked Wheeler. We can maybe find a replacement for him, a similar type player, and I think we should be looking good. Don't have a lot of picks, so the draft won't be a big part of next episode. But next episode should be fun nonetheless, so make sure to subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.
It's a free for all, before we fall. It's a free for all,